My name is Pierre LaRouche.
I'm Mark Recchi. Along with Yarmer Yager, we're the honorary chairman of Mother's Hope Foundation.
Mother's Hope Foundation is very close to my heart. It helps sick and needy children. It's a privilege to be part of this foundation.
And with your help, we can make all the difference in the world in the life of a child. Thank you.
What is Mother's Hope? It is a vision born out of compassion, out of love, out of hope. The hope that dreams do come true and that we can ease the suffering of children. In June of 1994, Mother's Hope Foundation founder and executive director Kathy Howe journeyed to Medjugorje, a tiny village in the Republic of Bosnia-Herzegovina, the country formerly known as Yugoslavia. In this remote village, the Blessed Virgin Mary has reportedly been appearing to 6 young people since June of 1981. 50,000 people visited Medjugorje in the summer of 1994 as the Bosnian War raged on close by. While there, Kathy visited a refugee camp in the nearby town of Mostar, just 30 miles away. There, she became a most unlikely witness to the pain and reality of the Bosnian War. The faces and suffering were etched deep in her heart forever, especially those of the children.
This is Zdravko. He is 6 years old and he lives in the Mother's Village. He is a refugee from the war and he has never spoken.
At the Mother's Village where we will visit, we have families who, like all other children everywhere in the world, who have hope, who would like to be happy, who would like to go to school, who would like to have a happy childhood. They just need a little providence and a little help.
And thanked God as never before. She wanted so much to help those children she felt she had left behind. Each time she looked into the eyes of her own children, she could see the faces and pain of the children in the refugee camp. As a mother of 3, she knew the hope she had for her kids is hope shared by mothers everywhere, the hope of good health and happiness.
200 people took to the streets of downtown Pittsburgh today.
So in 1995, Kathy organized the first Walk for Peace to raise awareness to the plight of the Bosnian orphans. Over the years, and with the generous support of National Hockey League superstar Jaromir Jagr.
I asked him about why he got involved. He said it's something you just can't say no to. He said his heart breaks for all these little children who are suffering so much.
I think the thing that I like most about the organization is that it's about kids mostly, and families of kids who have problems, who need help. I think most of us are lucky to have our health and our happiness. And that's all you can expect out of life, I think. If you have those 2 things, you should be a pretty happy camper. But in a lot of cases, these families just don't. And kids need hope. They need somebody to tell them, hey, we're going to help you. We're going to make your life better if we can. And that's what Kathy Howe and the great people of Mother's Hope do. They provide hope and inspiration. When you can do that, you hit a home run.
In the winter of 1997, Kathy was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, a form of cancer. Her work was brought to a sudden halt. But one evening at home, during radiation therapy, she heard the story of a child suffering from the same illness who would be spending the holiday in the hospital. Kathy knew that she must reach out to this child and to others suffering in the Pittsburgh area. The result was the birth of the Mother's Hope Foundation on March 25, 1998. Operated out of Kathy's home in the South Hills of Pittsburgh, this nonprofit foundation has one goal: to ease the suffering of children both at home and abroad.
I end up having to report a lot of sad stories, and I think Kathy's story is one of those I would love to see on the news because it's such a great story. Here's a woman from Pittsburgh, a homemaker who travels and is so moved by seeing war refugees in another country that she must act, and she comes home, and it's just amazing to see what she put together. She puts this Mother's Hope Foundation together, and it's huge now. I think it's amazing what she did, and I think it's a great example to all of us of the power of one caring person. If you care enough to do something, you can make a huge difference in the world.
Each year, half of all money raised is sent directly to Bosnia to provide basic necessities for these children whose lives were torn apart, giving them a second chance, a new hope they never had before.
Greetings to you all. I welcome the people of Mother's Hope here to Medjugorje.
Father Svetozar Kričević, a Franciscan priest from St. James Parish near Mostar, personally oversees the disbursement of funds for building orphanages or more immediate needs such as food, medical care, or clothing.
When God wants to show you special love, then He gives you a friend. So I cannot see these people of Mother's Hope in any other way but as the most wonderful way of God expressing His love toward the people, especially toward the children. I believe that the children, it is the children who have the right, who need to receive where God wants to give them the help and providence. It was the children of this country who suffered the most. Innocent, the children of every nation, of every race and background, but they are just children. So I really see this Mother's Hope as the God's hand coming to these people who are in need of help. And for 7 years, the people of Mother's Hope have been coming here to help, and I really use this opportunity to thank them.
I think it's a very unique organization because very few organizations do both. But I was a little concerned in the beginning because I thought Kathy was going to have a difficult time fundraising. It's hard enough raising money in the United States, but to raise money for children abroad also. But Kathy's a very spiritual person, and that's one of the things I admire about her. I admire her determination, and she was determined that she was going to do this.
Here at home, Mother's Hope strives to support the needs of children with cancer at Children's Hospital.